Hello, welcome to SmartLearn YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss about agriculture grade 8 school-based assessment 2025, and we're going straight away to the questions. So the first questions is a photograph, and it says grade 8 learners observe the following soil conservation method during a field trip. So that's the method. Identify the soil conservation method below. So as you can see, that's a waterway with the grass in the middle, so we call it grassed waterway. The conservation method is called grassed waterway. Grassed waterway is the conservation method. We have many conservation methods, soil conservation methods. We have stone lines, we have strip cropping, we have band formation of soil bands, among many more others. But this one is grassed waterway. So how does the method conserve soil? First of all, it reduces runoff, reduces runoff. Second, prevents erosion, prevents erosion. We have another one which is enhances infiltration. Enhances infiltration of water. How can surface water be harvested on a farm? So surface water can be harvested using water ponds, or pumps. You can also use retention ditches, using retention ditches. Can also be used to harvest surface runoff. Remember, surface runoff is the water that runs on the ground when it rains. How can harvested water be used in the farm? So uses of harvested water can be used. Can be used for irrigation. Can be used for irrigation. Harvested water also can be used for domestic purposes. The watering animals can be used to water animals. Can be used to water animals. Those are the uses of harvested water in the farm. Question 2. Grade 8 learners wanted to establish a kitchen garden to produce vegetables for consumption at home. However, the space in the compound was small. Grade 8 learners had learned the construction of a garden shown in the picture below. So we have garden E, have garden F, and we have garden G as shown in the pictures. So the first question, identify the gardens labeled F and G. F is the framed suspended gardens. Framed suspended garden. Framed suspended garden. G is a container garden. It's in a container, so it's a container garden. Container garden. So, which type of garden is appropriate for Fatuma use? The appropriate garden is F because it can accommodate many crops and requires little space. So, the appropriate garden is F. Give reason for your answer. It's economical to space. It is economical to space, meaning it requires very little space to start and it can accommodate actually a lot of crops. Question C. One morning Fatuma saw the pest shown in the kitchen garden. So that's the pest. Identify the pest. So that pest is a cutworm. So the pest is a cutworm. The pest is a cutworm. So don't confuse it with a caterpillar. A caterpillar has legs in front and backward, and most of the time it is green in color. The one that is curved like that, that's cutworm. So the pest can cause to Fatuma vegetables. A cutworm will always cut stems. Apart from cutting stems, it can also cut leaves. It can also put holes in the stems, among many more others. Give 3 ways Fatuma can use to control the pest. So in a kitchen garden, you can use natural pesticides, e.g. ash. You can handpicking and killing. You can also use predators such as chicken. You can use predators such as chicken. Question 3. Grade 8 learners use the structure shown in the picture for chicken rearing. Grade 8 learners use the structure shown in the picture for chicken rearing. That's a poultry fold. The structure is a poultry fold. The structure is a poultry fold. Describe how the structure is used for chicken rearing. So poultry fold number 1 shelters the chicken. Shelters the chicken. Number 2, allows chicken to access fresh pasture or grass. Then last but not least, contains feeders and waterers. Contains feeders and waterers. Remember, feeders is for feeding the chicken and waterers is for watering the chicken. Give reasons for innovative water. The innovative waterer is recommended for watering chicken. Innovative waterer is a type of waterer that is made from locally available materials at home. So, why is it recommended for watering chicken? Number one, reduces water wastage. It reduces water wastage. Number two, it requires less labor. It's not labor intensive. Number three, animals can get clean water. Animals get clean water. Remember, in an innovative waterer, it's hard for the dirt to get into the water. When the chicken matured, the teacher instructed the learners to slaughter it for consumption. What should the learner do to ensure humane killing of the chicken? When the chicken matured, what should the learner do to ensure humane killing of the chicken? Humane killing is where the chicken is killed in a way that does not bring harm or does not hurt it that much. So, using humane killing, number one, using a sharp knife. Another thing, taking the shortest time possible. The shortest time possible. Taking the shortest time possible to slaughter the chicken. Roman 2. Name one practice carried out a few hours before slaughtering the chicken. So, a few hours after slaughtering the chicken, starve the chicken so that when slaughtering, the guts are clean. Starving ensures that there's no food in the digestive tract, so the guts remain clean. Question 4. A farmer had just planted tomatoes when floods came and swept away the crops. Give the ICT support service the farmer would have used before planting tomato. The ICT support was weather forecasting. Because remember floods, they come from rain, and the rain is an element of weather, so the farmer missed weather forecasting. Stage 2, other support service the farmer would have gotten. We have market prices, have ICT service on market prices, have also pest alert. ICT service on pest alert. We also have the banking services, can also be a service, because automatically when the money is gotten, is taken to the bank mostly, I assume. Question 5. Bora's mother wants to preserve milk to prolong its life. State 3 hygienic practices that should be observed. Hygienic practices, these are practices that observe utmost cleanliness so that the milk does not spoil. So the first one, using clean containers. Using clean containers. Another one, boiling the milk. Then last but not least, using a cool storage. So all these stages or all these hygiene practices will make sure that the milk maintains its life, or its shelf life is prolonged. Question 6, grade. A group of learners were discussing a balanced meal. Give 2 points on the importance of preparing a balanced meal they discussed. So a balanced meal enhances growth, allows for proper growth, in humans. Also, balanced meal improves immunity because it contains all the required nutrients for the body. Step 3, food groups in a balanced meal. They have discussed. So food groups in a balanced meal: number 1, have proteins, that's the first food group. Number 2, we have vitamins. Then last but not least, we have carbohydrates, which are energy giving food. So a balanced meal should contain all these 3 groups of food. Question 7, grade 8 learners clean the school kitchen during a practical lesson. Outline the safety precautions that they may observe. Safety precautions, these are the precautions that allow for, or that prevents for any accident to occur. So the first one is wearing protective gear or clothes such as aprons. Another precaution is using cleaning chemicals. Such as soap or detergent. And last but not least, avoiding wet or slippery floors. They should be avoided because they can lead to falls. And when a person falls, a person can break the bone, hand, leg, anywhere. Question 8, Shishi wants to make a lap bag for keeping her sewing tools. Identify the types of seams. So there are many types of seams, but the 2 main ones, we have the open seams. We have what we call plain seams. Shishi can use even French seams. Seams are a lot. There are like 5 types of seams, but these are the main ones. The main ones that are used. 3 ways Shishi can decorate a laptop bag. So for Shishi to decorate a laptop bag, first of all, she has to use applique method. Applique method involves attaching decorative fabric, pieces of fabric, shapes on the bag. Attaching decorative fabric shapes on the bag. She can also use embroidery. Embroidery also allows stitching patterns using threads. It involves stitching patterns using threads. And last but not least, she can use beading, which is essentially adding beads to create designs, Thank you for joining this lesson. Welcome.